자, 이번 챕터는 철로 위의 수수께끼라는 챕터입니다. 어느 또 범죄자가 나올지 내가 다 잡아주겠어. 계속하기.
This trip to the countryside will be good for you, Holmes. As your friend and your doctor, I really do recommend that you give yourself a complete change of scene. Fresh air, brisk walks, bird watching, chopping wood.
Sounds intolerable. I mean, certainly it sounds delightful.
But you haven't yet told me who your friend is, the one we're going to visit.
He is a bee lover.
A bee lover? Do you mean that he keeps bees? That must be Mrs. Hudson, bringing the warm cloth that I requested.
There is someone to see you, Mr. Holmes.
I have no time. Send whoever it is away.
Yes, Holmes, I really think we ought to leave now.
Mycroft.
Sherlock.
Oh, Mr. Holmes? Perhaps you don't remember me. I'm Dr. Watson. We met at the Diogenes Club a few years ago. I documented our encounter in a short story I gave the title The Greek Interpreter.
He does remember you, Watson. My brother remembers everything, and that is why he is so valuable to the government.
We're about to depart for the train station.
I know.
You know?
Sherlock, I need your help. There are people who presently threaten both our country and the Crown itself. You must help us with those methods of yours.
Need? Help? Those are not words I would readily associate with you, Mycroft.
I wrote you a letter, but you did not reply. And this is not about politics. It's about people. People similar to those whom you pretend to defend in your petty detective affairs.
Everything is about politics with you, Mycroft. I'm not interested. Have some of your agents, your spies, or worse, undertake this job of yours. You are defending your people, and they have little to do with the people I choose to help, I can assure you.
That's the point. You think exactly as they do.
Who are they?
The Merry Men. He is talking about the Merry Men, a band of idealistic terrorists.
Sherlock, do please think about it. They are planning something diabolical. Your country needs you.
You need me, Mycroft, and you are not the country. Although if your waistline expands very much further.
Mrs. Hudson, tea will not be necessary. Dr. Watson, the train conductor, Mr. Parker, is aware that you will be 7 minutes late. You are in the 4th car. The train will be waiting for you. Sherlock, enjoy your time in Staffordshire. And do, please, at least write to me on your return.
그렇게 마이크로프트? 맞나? 마이크로프트하고 셜록하고의 관계가 그렇게 좋아 보이지는 않아요. 그럴 수밖에 없는 게, 셜록은 탐정이고, 그리고 마이크로프트는 이제 공직자.
Holmes, please call a cab while I pack my suitcase. We should be late for the train.
알았네. 아, 이것도 안 보고 갈 순 없지. 내 눈. 자, 상큼하게 시작하죠.
Watson, I'll hold the cab first. We leave in 5 minutes for the station.
천천히 하고 나와. 일주일 후. 난 여행을 즐기고 싶었는데 여행을 얘네들이 집어넣지 않았어. 나도 스탠포드셔 역에 가서 기차를 타고 싶었는데 말이야. 왜 나한테 휴가를 주지 않는 거지? 오.
What a gloomy night. It was warmer inside the waiting hall.
Since the station master told us that the train is about to arrive, we should not have to wait very much longer.
Yes, at last.
Attention! The train is arriving at the station. Please stand well away from the platform edge.
예,
I'll take your
알겠습니다.
bags and your blasted archive suitcase. But, Holmes, the headlight. It's faded away.
Something is wrong. I can't hear any sound from the incoming train.
Excuse me, sir. Can you explain what has happened?
I don't know. It's as if the train vanished into thin air.
Holmes, say something.
야.
Fetch a lantern and let us take a
열쇠가,
look.
열쇠래. 열차가 사라졌어. 이게 무슨 일이야?
It's too dark. Only fog and rails, nothing else.
There is no use in stumbling around here at night. We will come back tomorrow.
다음날 아침, 이른 시각. 자, 사건 수첩. 철로 위의 수수께끼. 늦은 밤, 철도역에서 운행 중이던 열차가 사라지는 불가사의한 일이 발생했다. 휴가를 떠났던 홈즈와 왓슨은 흥미로운 사건에 말려들게 된다. 열차가 어떻게 없어졌는지, 사라졌는지 밝혀내세요. 명성. 이게 뭐죠? 블랙피터. 이제 케온즈가 범인이다를 이렇게 해가지고 내가 범인을 잡았지. 패트릭 케온즈. 이 사람은 뭐 아까 그거잖아. 옛날에 있던 저번에 있었던 사람들이고. 자, 진행해볼까요?
Well, here we are again at Evesham Station. We have a full day ahead. Let us begin our investigation.
그러도록 하지. 현장을 조사하라.
What should we do next, Holmes?
글쎄. 문 좀 열어주겠나?
First of all, let us examine the area where the train disappeared.
자, 왓슨 따라와 빨리. 가자고 친구. 이 넓은 초원을 향해 달려가자고. 안 되네. 오. 열차가 이렇게 오고 있다가 여기서 사라졌어. 여기서 사라졌군. 이 빈병이 있어.
A discarded item, possibly thrown from the train.
이건 뭐지? 철도 침묵.
Railway sleepers, nothing unusual.
철로.
The rails have not been touched. There's nothing unusual here.
철로 근처의
There are
땅바닥.
no tracks or footprints on the ground. There are no signs to indicate that the train ran off the track, nor are there any other traces. There is nothing whatsoever.
자연스럽게
There are no
사라졌다군.
clues. But then, a negative result is also a result.
Oh, I see what you're getting
외계인의
at.
짓인가?
No clues and you're smiling.
Yes, Watson, I do smile on occasion. This mystery appears very promising. This investigation won't be simple. We shall require a map of the region.
Perhaps the station master could lend us one. Holmes, how is it even possible for a train to disappear?
그럴 리가 있나?
The whole train just disappeared.
가지.
It's unbelievable.
나도 언벨리버블 하다네. 우선 역장한테 지도 한 장을 얻읍시다. 안녕하신가 역장. 어딨나? 없네. 역장이 범인인가?
A telegraph.
전보. 이거 역장이 범인일 수 있어 이거. 사무용 책상. 전보.
A new telegram.
I think we should meet this
로빈슨을
Mr.
만나보는
Robinson.
게 좋겠군. 해당 역사에 전합니다. 현재 토마스 로빈슨은 브리들링턴 역에서 머무는 중입니다. 이렇게 전보가 왔군요. 열차 현황표도 한번 봅시다.
Here is the train set.
노선 로팅엄에서 런던까지. 유형은 런던 북동부 철도 열차 234호. 구성 현황 동력실 석탄 칸 1등석 우편 보관실 특수 화물 차량. 토마스 로빈슨이 요청함 2등석. 어허, 그렇구만. 단서가 점점 모이고 있어. 토마스 로빈슨, 이 사람을 한번 만나봐야겠어.
The whole train just disappeared.
알아.
It's unbelievable.
역장님. 안녕하십니까?
Good morning. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
Yes, I remember you. I'm Station Master Everett. You were here last night. So, you are Mr. Holmes, the great detective. Will you be investigating what happened?
I shall indeed.
It is extraordinary that an entire train could disappear like that. And to think of all the poor people inside it, the passengers, the driver.
이 사람을 한번 보는 게 좋겠군. 뭐 뚜렷한 뭔 없고. 성성한 백발. 냄새가 나. 명예 훈장. 이 사람은 굉장히 명예욕이 있구만. 흑투성이의 결혼 반지. 열차에 대한 정보를 한번
Could you
물어봅시다.
please give us any details about the train?
Well, there was nothing so very special about it. At least not that I can recall. My memory's not what it used to be.
과연 나이 때문일까?
However, if you need it, you can have the train composition report. It's inside my office.
미안하지만 그거는 먼저 봤네. 특수화물은 뭔가?
According to the train composition report, there was a special wagon. What does that entail?
That's a highly secure car, ordered by a private
값진
party.
물건이 있었다.
It is generally to carry
그거를
something
노리고
valuable.
네가 없앤 건
Those
아니겠지?
wagons have iron walls, you know, without any windows. And they're fitted with a complex key lock.
왜 이렇게 잘 알고
That is
있지?
important information. Do you know what was inside this particular wagon?
Certainly not. No, that's private. And it's not my responsibility to allot the wagons to whoever.
그래. 철도지도
I would
있나?
be glad to have a detailed map of the local railway district.
But of course, please, take the one that's pinned inside the waiting hall.
고맙습니다.
See you later, my good man.
자, 가보도록 합시다. 이브샴 역장. 연령은 60대로 추정되고 오래전에 결혼했으며 손에 묻은 먼지로 보아 정원 손질에 관심이 있는 모양이다. 아하, 조용하고 안정적인 사람. 원래 그런 사람이 더 무서운 법이지요. 어디 있다고요? 요건가? 요거 아니야? 요건가? 아닌데? 어디 있다고?
A telegraph.
어디? 여기가 아닌가? 여긴가? 뭔가 냄새가 나. 여긴가? 철로 지도 여기 있군.
This map will be useful.
자, 어디 보자. 이브샴역이고 열차가 없어진 지역은 저기 회색 표시. 좋았어. 오케이. 운반 중이던 특수화물의 정체를 밝혀내세요. 어허. 뭐 그런 거야. 내가 전문 아니겠어. 여기는 이제 고치는 곳인가 보네.
An old locomotive bell.
뭔가 쓸만한 게 있을 거야.
This part is probably from a locomotive. This place serves as a storage area for the station.
예비
This part is probably
부품.
from a locomotive.
됐어. 역장님. 열차 안의 승객들은 어떻게
Was there
됐습니까?
anything exceptional about any of the passengers aboard the train?
What do you mean? Like officials? I wouldn't know. Oh, but now that you mention it, yes, there was something. There was a message from Bridlington station saying that the train had been delayed because of an issue with the passengers. What kind of problem that they didn't say?
That is interesting.
브리들링턴역.
You mentioned a problem at Bridlington Station. I should like to visit this station. Could you mark it on the local map?
Of course. It's a suburban railway station. You might take a cab there.
See you later, my good man.
자, 브리들링턴으로 한번 가보도록 하죠. 오케이. 가십시다. 브리들링턴. 자, 추리가 뭐 있나? 승객들과 함께 사라진 열차. 벼랑간 사라진 열차. 특수화물. 특수화물? 아니야. 아직 이걸로는 뭔가를 할 수가 없군요. 마을이 조용하군. 안녕하십니까? 거기 누구 없습니까? 저기요? 아무도 없는 걸 보니 이건 낌새가 이상한데. 뭔가가 있어. 이곳에 뭔가가 있는 것 같아. 저기 사람이 있군. 왜 화가 나셨습니까?
This is an absolute scandal. It's always the same with these rail companies. No respect for the customer.
왜 이렇게 억울하게 생기셨나요? 왜 이렇게 억울하게 생겼냐 진짜. 아하. 작업복. 뭔가 공장 일을 하는 사람인가? 값싼 표. 결혼 반지. 거친 피부. 이 사람은 공장장 뭐 이런 일을 하나 봐.
Please calm down, sir.
공장
What is your
일.
concern?
Concern? What is my concern? I'll tell you what my concern is. Last night I were on the train as usual with my colleague, heading home. Then along came this ridiculous ticket inspector, who started arguing that our tickets were invalid. He made us get off the train, and he was extremely rude about it.
사라진 열차에 타고 계셨습니까?
Were you aboard the train that vanished last night?
Yes, I heard that it disappeared. But I don't care because we would have stopped before then anyway. Our tickets were valid and no doubt about it. And then, to top it all, The ticket inspector pushed everyone else out too, except for a bunch of rich. Well, because their type don't need a ticket.
돈 많으신 양반들에 대해서 한번
Can you
여쭤보겠습니다.
recall anything more specific about this fortunate group?
Well, yes. They were all foreigners. Spanish-looking
외국인,
toffs with snake eyes.
스페인 사람.
Goodbye, sir.
아, 알겠습니다. 감사합니다. 아, 브리들링턴 역장이십니까? 꽤 젊은 사람이군. 꽤나 젊은 사람이 있어. 바닥 사이 틈새, 종이. 저건 뭘까?
The insurance policy for Robinson's machine. A significant sum.
보험약관 제25-6458호 자동 전력 생성기를 보험 대상으로 등록합니다. 역장.
Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you?
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I am investigating the unfortunate disappearance of last night's train.
I see. I'm Station Master Bertram, but my supervisor has not informed me about this. I do not know if...
Do not worry. I have only a few questions.
승객과의 문제가 있었다고 들었네.
Station Master Everett from Evesham told us that you reported a problem with some passengers last night.
Indeed. This train is a regular line for those who work at Nottingham. But yesterday, everyone was asked to get off the train here at my station. I've no idea why, and it delayed the train. But the worst of it is that now I have to deal with two furious passengers who are complaining about the company's service. They stayed here the whole night, but people do not usually pay much attention to the regulations, you see. There are very strict and clear rules. Paragraph 234 of Article 2G-43 states that in the event of a complaint, you must...
Yes, thank you. I understand.
이 사람도 한번 봐야겠어. 젊은 나이, 깔끔한 복장, 지침서, 잉크 자국. 아무래도 이 사람은 그냥 사무직 같아.
Apart from the passengers disembarking, did you notice anything else that was unusual last night?
I did. And I mentioned it in my report to our higher management on the matter.
What was it?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. The station master's reports are confidential.
Confidential, you say? How long have you been working here?
I've worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
그래. 보고서는 기밀사항이라고. 분내기 역장이구만. 이거 아니야.
Apart from the passengers disembarking, did you notice anything else that was unusual last night?
I did. And I mentioned it in my report to our higher management on the matter.
What was it?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. The station master's reports are confidential.
Confidential, you say? How long have you been working here?
I've worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
뭐야? 뭘 줘요? 보험약관을 들이밀 순 없잖아.
I did.
What was it?
I've worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
이런 이씨.
What was it?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. The station master's reports are confidential.
Confidential.
I've worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
에이, 풋내기 역장이구만.
Let me speak frankly, Mr. Bertram. Your age and your lack of confidence in your position are quite apparent. You cannot deny that you have only recently completed your studies.
I was at the top of my class.
Listen here, young man. I am aware that you wish to protect yourself behind all these regulations, but I represent the law.
And you are obstructing the investigation of an important case. I would suggest that you cooperate with Mr. Holmes. Think of your career.
Ah, that is... Well, I'll tell you everything.
좋아,
First of all,
걸려들었어.
I scolded the ticket inspector, for it was he who asked the passengers to leave the train. It was not his right to do so. He was very rude. And then, later on, I received a most peculiar telegram from my colleague at Chesterfield Station, the next stop along the line.
이상한 정보의 내용은 뭐지?
What did the telegram say?
Well, that was the peculiar thing. It was almost unreadable. It was full of errors and awfully vague. It was hard to understand if the train had correctly passed that station or not. You can read it for yourself.
We ought to visit Chesterfield Station. We need to confirm if the station master saw the train or not.
아, 체르터필드. 아까 체스터필드인데 여기는 왜 또 체르터필드라고 나오지? 뭐야 이거? 체르터필드 철도역 런던 북동뷰 철도 열앗 3245 00시 30분에 교착 00시 35분에 출발. 오케이, 알았습니다. 우린 가지. 브리들링턴 역장. 그냥 풋내기. 이 아저씨 이거 뭐야? 뭐 앉아 있는 거야? 이거 뭐 의자에 기대고 있는 거야? 이거 뭐야 이거?
Good day to you, sir.
Good day. To whom am I speaking?
My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is...
Are you a representative of this damned railway company? Because I have a complaint.
We are not from the railway company. We are...
Well, in that case, Mr. Shamrock Holmes, please excuse me, but I'm not in the mood for idle chit-chat at the moment.
왠지 살짝 졸부 느낌이 나죠? 호주 전통 모자. 값비싼 정장. 굵직한 금제 반지. 화려한 구두. 악어 가죽. 비싼 놈이군. 로비슨 씨.
You must be Mr. Robinson, is that correct?
Yes?
I am leading the investigation of the disappearing train. It would help if you could answer my questions.
Ah, well, all right. I have nothing to hide.
특수 화물에 대해서 아십니까?
I presume it was you who placed the order for the special wagon.
Yes. It was to transport my valuable prototype safely to London.
그 자가 동력을 말씀하시는 건가요?
It is capable of producing electricity. I'm a businessman and an engineer. I had already found several potential customers for my invention. But I was very optimistic about the directors' board who were travelling on the train last night.
이사의 임원은
You mentioned a director's
어느
board.
회사지요?
Which company do they own?
The Chilean Barcazas company.
칠레 쪽에
I had made an
바르카자스.
appointment with them. Now they are lost, along with the train and my prototype.
What do you know about the Barcazas company?
바르카자스가
It's a
먹고
large South
날랐네.
American company. They showed a great deal of interest in my prototype, and they seemed wealthy enough to do business with.
발명품의 값어치.
This revolutionary machine of yours, was it very valuable?
For God's sake, sir, it is priceless. It could change the world we live in, and yet I was selling it for almost nothing. I am a humanitarian, you see. I do not know if I will ever be able to get over this disaster. I cannot believe that it disappeared with that damn train.
혹시 열차에 타고 계셨습니까?
Mr. Robinson, could you please clarify? Were you travelling alongside your prototype?
Yes, I was. But I had to step off the train. And all because of this stupid station master.
I received a telegram declaring that an important person, a Mr. Bromsby, wished to see you in the waiting room. I merely informed you of this.
Mr. Bromsby is a wealthy gentleman. His interest in my invention was truly unexpected. So yes, of course, I agreed to see him. Unfortunately, he wasn't there. I thought perhaps he might have been delayed, so I chose to wait a while. But despite my requests, the train left the station without me. Absolutely unacceptable.
The timetable is strict. We cannot wait any longer. The regulations require the train to be on time.
You are an idiot. You will pay for it. I will sue you.
시제품 손해보험에 대해서 말씀을 해보시죠.
According to this document, you have insurance for your prototype.
Oh, thank God. Where did you find it?
Near the telegraph station.
I must have lost it when I tried to send a message, which I was prevented from doing.
I apologize for that, but regulations state that public access to the telegraph is strictly prohibited.
Upon my word, you keep on digging that hole of yours. You have no idea who I am.
귀중품이 든 여행 가방.
I see that you kept your gripsack with you. Why don't you leave it in the luggage
아주
room?
비싼 게 들어있나
I've had other
보죠.
things to think about. I lost my prototype. And this idiot station master just stands here doing nothing to help.
Oh, but
Well, that won't do at all. Station master, I believe that the regulations state that any passenger luggage should be taken to the luggage room.
I'll do it right away, sir. Sorry, sir.
This Robinson is quite a character. We should learn more about him. The ticket inspector forced all the passengers from the train except for the directors of the Barcazes Chilean Company.
어디 보자. 하나 한번 해볼까? 몰라, 다 해봐. 자, 어디 보자. 우연의 일치. 열차에 바르카자스 임원들만 탑승했던 것은 우연에 불과하다. 업무 도중 영무원이 실수를 저지른 것이다. 남겨진 칠레 임원들. 열차에서 칠레 기업 바르카자스의 임원들만 남아있었다. 누군가 의도적으로 다른 손님들을 하차시켰던 것으로 추정된다. 개인적으로 저는 이쪽입니다. 우연히 솔직히 그렇게 일어날 수가 없지요.
It's a scandal. An absolute.
그럼 우린 딴 쪽으로 한번 가볼까? 체스터필드 역으로. 자, 사건 수첩 한번 열어서 또 한번 볼까요? 브리들링턴 역의 화물 보관실에서 로빈슨의 수화물을 조사하세요. 이거 했었어야 됐어? 아이씨. 그러면 다시 가야 되나? 그쪽으로? 다시 가봐. 브리들링턴 역으로 다시 가야 돼. 어디 보자. 승객의 손과 복장을 보아하니 전문직 노동자로 추정된다. 아까 그 돼지 아저씨, 꿀꿀이 아저씨. 죄송하지만 가방이 어디 갔어?
I will not move from here until I receive my refund.
여기 있나? 가방? 역장.
Don't touch anything, please.
아이 새끼가. 내가 누군지 알아?
Don't touch anything, please.
가방이 어딨지 쟤?
I will not move from here until I receive my refund.
Holmes, how is it even possible?
화물 보관실. 여기가 화물 보관실이 아닌가 보네. 여긴가?
Railway post
우편
bags.
보관함이고 이거는. 화물은 옆쪽에 있나? 여기도 아닌 것 같은데. 비켜. 여긴가? 근데 여긴 안 열리잖아. 아하, 여기 있군.
This gripsack
아,
belongs
열쇠가
to
필요한 것
Mr.
같고.
Robinson.
I think we should open it, Holmes. This is what they call force majeure. I'll keep watch.
Of course.
열쇠를 한번 따볼까요? 우선 잘 보이는 걸로. 좋았어. 아주 쉽구만. 업무 서류가 들어있구만.
Look, Watson. A bundle of contracts. Very suspicious. We should study them carefully.
계약서. 해당 문서는 독점 거래 계약서입니다. 해당 시제품의 필요 전력은
An exclusive sales contract.
자율적인 방법으로 보급해야 한다. 구매자 에머스톤 전기회사는 시제품 그대로 기기를 구매함에 동의하는 바이다.
Mr. Robinson is the seller.
토마스 L. 로빈슨 판매자는 구매 이후 시제품에서 발생하는 문제에 책임을 지지 않으며 구매 시점에서 쟁점이 발견되더라도 예외는 두지 않는다. 계약 구매자는 계약이 체결된 후 즉시 시제품 판매가의 1하를 선납한다. 또한 나머지 금액은 한 달 내로 납입해야 한다. 계약서가 하나 더 있네. 해당 문서는 독점 거래
Yet another
계약서입니다.
exclusive sales contract.
어쩌고 로빈슨 이름이 또
Mr.
나오죠.
Robinson is the seller.
지금 독점 거래를 2개나 썼어. 이 나쁜 놈 새끼 이거. 어허,
Yet
이거 봐.
another
이것도 독점 거래.
exclusive sales Mr.
어허,
Robinson is the seller.
로빈슨. 이거 이 새끼 사기꾼이구만 이거. 어허, 독점 거래. 로빈슨. 이 새끼 이거.
Well, it is very clear that this Mr.
어허.
Robinson received prepayments from various people for his machine.
이거 로빈슨 이거 나쁜 새끼네 이거.
This Robert.
이 사기꾼이네 이거 완전. 어허, 시제품을 구매하려던 고객들. 발명품의 손해보험. 뭐야, 씨. 특수화물. 그럼 그 회사들이 싸운 건가? 로빈슨은 피해자에 불과하다. 토마스 로빈슨에게 발명품의 분실이 난 재앙 그 자체였다. 다중 계약을 통한 사기 행각으로 돈을 끌어 모으려던 그는 보험금으로 충당할 수 없는 막대한 손실을 떠안게 되었다. 어허, 과연 그럴까? 아무튼 체스터필드인가? 그쪽으로 가야겠죠. 체스터필드로 데려다 주게.